Hello and welcome, RPG friends and family. I'm Gregory. This is 1 in 20 D&D, and welcome to DnDaily number 38. And why am I laughing? I'm laughing for a couple reasons, and I'll get into all of them right now. I'm laughing first and foremost because I just made a huge mistake. This is going to be take 3, and I'll explain why that's important in just a sec. First, before I do anything else, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And part of the reason I'm laughing is because I did take 2 and take 1 saying thank you because I have 28 subscribers, which is totally wrong. I have 48 subscribers. I'm very close to 50, which is the point I was trying to make is not about that. I'm excited about getting to 50. That'll be great. The point I'm trying to make is I'm so thankful for the 48 subscribers I have right now, because it means so much to me, because I've had an intention of creating this YouTube channel and providing D&D and RPG content that is engaging and interesting to a certain crowd or community. I'm not deluded into thinking I could reach everyone in the D&D world, and that's fine, and I'm not going to try to, or in the RPG world. What I do want is to find a group of individuals who are interested in gaming and as passionate about as I am, and maybe enjoy the way I present certain information. Wouldn't that be cool? So every subscriber to me is huge. It feels like it's like getting a new friend, like meeting a new friend. That's what it feels like to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. 48 subscribers is huge. I will be ecstatic when I get to 50. I'll be ecstatic if I ever get to 100 or 1,000. All of that would be phenomenal. Right now, I'm just stoked that 48 of you people feel like what I offer and what I talk about and the games we play are at least mildly entertaining. Now, the second reason I'm laughing is because this is take 3, not take 1 or 2, because I've decided that for this vlog, especially for these segments where I record it right here with me, just my face, my body on this content, on this screen, I've decided I want to do these in like single takes. Like one long take of me sharing my thought, sort of a stream of consciousness kind of wrap on role-playing games. And the first time I started recording this, a bee flew into the room, and I kept going. I played about it in the recording, but I listened to it after the fact, and I'm like, oh my god, you can hear the bee buzzing for like 3/4 of the video. I'm not going to release that kind of crap. That's just me personally. I do want to have some kind of a standard of quality for what I'm offering as far as the video quality and the recording quality and all of this. I do my best. I feel like an amateur. I probably act like an amateur, and that's fine. I'm still having a good time, and to me, that's all that's important. I'm enjoying myself. Yet and still, minor stuff, I'll let it fly. I'll wing it, I'll roll with it, and I'll improvise. However, something that glaring, there's literally this like bzzz for the whole freaking, or like most of the video, I can't do it. I just, not in good conscience can I do that. So enough about me and why I'm laughing today. Let's talk D&D. Here's what's on my mind for today. Last night we played a fantastic session. So I've mentioned before, on Wednesday nights, I play a game on Roll20. Now, here's what is amazing to me about technology. In this modern age, we get to play D&D or any role-playing game you can think of with people that live literally all over the world. I met, through our game, a guy named Reed, who ran our game last night, who I met a few years ago when I started playing through Roll20. We're still friends and still play almost weekly. I've been running the game for the longest, but I mentioned earlier this week, I need a break sometimes. I love to play D&D as a player. And thank goodness for great guys and gals like Reed and others who will also DM and let me play in their game. So he started running the game for us. He's doing a phenomenal job. I'm going to talk more about that in a moment because it's really important to what's on my mind and what I want to share in this video. And to the point I'm making now, isn't it cool how, you know, you can go out, you can go to a game store or a club or a library or whatever, or go on like Meetup or Facebook or something like that and find groups and get together with people, or just randomly meet people like I did at the climbing gym of all places, and we started up a D&D game. That's awesome. That's been generic for years. That's kind of like, that's how I've played D&D for years. I met friends at school or whatever, and we started playing. But now we have technology, and we can play with people all over the world. My brother lives in Singapore. Another friend of ours is in Colorado. Another bunch of guys in California. Myself here in Florida. We get to play our Car Wars or our Battletech games when we can get together, because we're adults. We've grown and gone our separate ways, but we've been friends for like 20, 25, 30 years. And we still get to play, even though we don't live in the same town anymore. That's awesome to me. Technology's incredible. Reed lives in Australia, and he's my DM, and I live in Florida. How cool is that? You know, we have a player in Texas, and a player in California, and a player in DC, and Maryland. And it's amazing to me what is available to us as role players in this day and age, and I'm just super grateful for that as well. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to talk about today, and it has to do with modules. So I mentioned Reed is running a game for us. He offered to run Lost Mines of Phandelver for us, and I was thrilled. Lost Mines of Phandelver, if you're not aware, is the starter set for 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. So if you've never played Dungeons & Dragons before, and you want to start playing playing the game, either running it or as a player, this is a very simple way to start. It gives you pre-made characters, it gives you a pre-made adventure, it's got all the basic rules, none of the advanced stuff, just the basic stuff, and it's enough to start having fun. And lots of people do and have done this. I've seen plenty of streams and YouTube videos that they're running or playing this game, the Lost Mines of Phandelver. In fact, Anna Prosser, who's in Dice Camera Action, and she's a phenomenal personality as well as a Twitch person. She's very big in promoting and building, and she's a huge part of Twitch. She started running her own. She was never a DM. She started playing, loved it, and said, I'm going to try running a game. And she started running Lost Mines of Phandelver. Fantastic, and was doing an awesome job of it. So I've seen this game a couple times, and this is really critical. Player knowledge, I'm going to talk lots about this in other videos. I've talked about it before, but I know I'll dig deep into this topic because I think it's really important. Metagaming is a huge catchphrase for people in the last couple years. In the past, we didn't even think about it. It was just sort of an understood thing. But now, it's very important to not metagame. People don't like it. Metagaming is kind of like cheating. Well, what the hell is metagaming? What I'm talking about is player knowledge versus character knowledge. The character is this individual that you play. You're taking on the role of this character. And the character knows what the character has experienced or read. That's it. And you have to be like an actor recognizing well, Gregory knows this, but does Kinos, my character in Lost Mines, does Kinos know this or not? So what's fascinating is Gregory, have been exposed to this adventure, and so I have knowledge about what might be happening. And last night we got into a situation where that was exactly what happened. I knew what was going on, but Kinos had no idea. And so I have this opportunity to play it as if I have no idea what's going on. And I've already decided what Kinos, the character, wants to do about it based on his desires and his goals and ambitions. Isn't that cool? Modules are great. And here's my point. If you have a reservation to running a module, it'll be like everybody else's game, because you've seen someone run, the Lost Mines, or you've seen someone run Curse of Strahd, or you've seen someone run Out of the Abyss, or the Prince of the Apocalypse, or Dragon Heist. That's ridiculous. Throw that out the window. Get rid of that thinking. You don't have to be Sandbox. Sandbox is great. If that's your thing, do that. If you want to run your own game in your own world, do that. That's cool. And recognize that module games are all going to be unique, exciting, and interesting games. No matter what. Because even if the same DM with the same group of players plays the same module, it's not going to be the same game. Because we're all changing as individuals, and we're not going to play the same character in the same module. So every story is going to be unique. My experience in this adventure of the Lost Mines of Phandelver is completely different than the other 4, 5, or 6 different versions of Lost Mines that I've seen. It's completely different. Same story arc, same story notes, like beats or whatever, but the actual story itself, completely different, completely unique, and lots of fun. So I absolutely encourage you to dig into modules. I think they're tons of fun and a great way to do something fresh and interesting that you can then go and reference and see how are other people doing this, and then give it your own twist and your own flavor. So I guess that's all I'm going to say for today. Thank you thank you, sincerely, thank you. If you're subscribing, fantastic. I appreciate you. If you're engaging, watching these videos, commenting, liking, all of that, it means the world to me. I appreciate you. I hope your games are amazing. I hope to see you at a table someday, and I hope you keep rolling 20s.